don't even matter how long I'm gone. Been on, I've been on. Anyway, life's great, can't complain, but this industry's enough to drive them insane. When niggas get to moving different, that's when it raises suspicion. When they catch your attention, when they pushing your limits, listen. You just play the hand that you dealt, and you just hope and pray to God that you don't lose nobody else, and you just hope they stay the same while you increasing all your wealth. With recognition to God, you made a name for yourself.
So hopefully y'all can hear me fine. I do have Jackson is sleeping, Ethan is sitting right in front of me with his tablet, so I hope that the noise is not too bad. And I'm just eating something. These are leftovers because I haven't eaten anything, just to keep my energy up. But I wanted to talk about something because I was feeling very emotional. And these last couple of days I've been feeling really overwhelmed. And so I guess it's like a mukbang, however you pronounce it. And just a little chit chat. I was gonna go live, but I don't think a lot of my followers are on this early. I was live for a little bit, but nobody was really coming in. I didn't feel like sitting there. So I just decided to do a video. I was just sitting here. I was just crying, to be honest. And I was thinking about, like, parenting alone. Like, I want to get out of saying single parent because, I don't know, I just feel like there's such a negative connotation. Here, my mommy help you. There's such a negative connotation. Let mommy help you. What I say, there's such a negative connotation with the word single parent, single mom. And also, I am a believer in what you speak over your life is what you become. So, like, a lot of us will sit here and be like, oh, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom. And be sitting there wondering why we single moms. I'm sitting here wondering why relationships turn you back into a single mom. Or you're in relationships and you still feel like a single mom. Because you're speaking it over your life. At least this is for me. Nobody else got to believe that or think that, but that's just how I think. So I decided I'm not going to say it no more. I'm a parent that just happens to be single. I'm currently parenting alone. My desire is not to do that. And for times like this, like, I've just been, like, really watching Ethan develop. I know I have concerns that he possibly could be on the spectrum. We know that he's dealing with a speech delay for sure, but we don't know, like, if he's on the spectrum and what more there could be. Now, I'm not upset or saddened by the fact that he may be on the spectrum or dealing with the delays. I'm just talking about the stress that just comes along with being concerned about your child. And it gets overwhelming sometimes. And sometimes I feel like, like, I truly believe that it is autism just because of the signs are there. All the research that I've done, it's just like, that's my child. That's my child. Like, I see it. And I'm not speaking that over his life, but it's like, it is what it is. And people are like, every time I even bring it up, my concerns, people want to be like, oh, he's just 2. Oh, he'll grow out of it. Oh, he's just a kid. And I'm like, yeah. But what happens if I believe you and he's 5, 6, 7, 8, having really hard time with behavioral issues or learning or whatever? Stop. When he could have gotten early intervention help because I was proactive. You know what I mean? So that's just my concern. Is like, I just want to be able to get him the help that he needs now to make sure that he can be productive, later on. Because I'm the type of parent that I think about, like, one day I'm not going to be here. Lord willing, I don't want to bury my children before I leave this earth. And unfortunately, death is a part of life. All of us have a time that we are going to go. So I think about that sometimes, and I think about what would happen to my kids if I wasn't here. You know, like, ain't nobody gonna love them how I love them. Ain't nobody gonna care about, not even their fathers, because clearly they're not involved and they're okay with not being involved. So it's like, I just think about stuff like that, and I just look at him and I'm just like, I want him to be as successful as possible. And it's like, as a parent, even though we know that it was like nothing that we could have done to prevent, you know, autism and things like that, like, you still go through your mind like, well, was it something I took when I was pregnant? Was it the stress? Was it the depression? Was it, you know, is it, you know, a lot, and it just eats you up. Even though you be like, they say it's genetics, it's like, okay, my other children aren't, but then he is. So it's like, I don't know, I just be feeling like, I know it's not God punishing me, I know that, but like, you know, we beat ourselves up as parents, and I just been sitting there doing that, and I just been crying because I'm just like, you know, if I would have never even been out here tripping, I wouldn't have had you, and you know, you wouldn't be having to deal with this. And you know, it just makes me emotional thinking about that. And then like his behavior issues is getting really, really like wild right now. Like the throwing is so bad. Like it's like, we say it's jealousy of his baby brother, but we don't know. It's like his not understanding. And so now he's throwing things at Jackson. I cannot walk away for not 1 second. Like there's no securing the baby and going to the bathroom. No, like I literally have to take him with me into the bathroom because Ethan will throw things at him or try to cover him up. And it's just like, I'm so worried. Even when he's in his extra saucer now, it's like today he was hitting him. Like I literally walked from the extra saucer to the kitchen just to grab my phone off the counter, and I hear Jackson scream. I look back and Ethan's getting upset with him for playing with Jackson's toys. And so I'm just like, it's just stressful, like to never get a moment of just like woosah. So I don't know, it's just kind of overwhelming, and like I don't ever get a break. I don't, you know, and people always want to be like, oh, well, you chose that kids. You know, we're human. Humans are not designed to be going 24/7 with no rest, mentally or physically. It's not normal. You know what I mean? And I hate that people always want to be like, oh, well, you chose to have them. You knew what kind of person they was. Like, I hate that people push that narrative as if that's like 90% of the population of women that have children. Because it's not. A lot of people that ended up parenting alone did not want that. A lot of them were in relationships. And, you know, unfortunately, pregnancy changes people, and then when the kid gets here, it changes them even more. You know what I mean? So it just irritates me when people say that. And like some of y'all that's been following me for a while, y'all know my situation. It was nothing like that. Only one that was Ethan was the only one that I was not in a relationship. I mean, we was just talking, we was messing with each other for 4 years. I mean, for 3 years, going on 4, and I was just in a bad space in life, and I didn't care. And so, and I don't believe in abortion for myself. So it was just like, you know, and it's like my complaints don't be the fact that I have these kids. Like right now, the situation I'm in is stressful because, y'all know my financial situation. Like I've never been here like this before. I've never been down bad like this before. And I'm trying to just remain hopeful. But some days it gets really hard when I'm overwhelmed, I'm touched out, I'm tired, I'm stressing. And it's just like, I've just been reading my Bible, listening to motivational tapes, like just trying to get my spirit man back up. But even with all of that, it's really still really hard to maintain that positivity. Like, you know, I deal with depression. Like I'm clinically diagnosed with bipolar 2, with generalized anxiety disorder. Like, so I have, you know, like manic depressive disorder. So like, I have a chemical imbalance. I've been tested, like, you know, so it's like sometimes the sadness is just there, even when things are all well, I still be sad. And I get scared sometimes because I just be like, I can't get in that space because my kids need me. And who gonna have them like I got them? And sometimes I wish, like, not to be with their dads, but like just to have them involved, like so I could they could carry some of of the emotional labor that comes with parenting kids. Like even with Eli, like Eli was getting bullied on the bus. And he didn't even feel comfortable coming to me, which hurt my soul because I've always created a space for him and told him that, God bless you. God bless you. I've always created a space that he could come to me no matter what. And the fact that like he didn't even come to me, like tears in his eyes when we talking about his little boy talking about bullying him. I'm like, of course I handled it, but it's just the fact that like Eli's getting older, and it's not so much he don't want to talk to me, because when we do talk, he does open up. So it's not that he doesn't feel safe, like, but he's getting older. As you get older, you start wanting your own. When the girls get the diaries and don't want to talk to mom, like, it's just, there's outside influence now. Like, he's not just in the house and just my teaching. It's the kids on the bus. Like, we had to deal with him looking up stuff he wasn't supposed to because he heard the 5th graders talking about it and they be on there cussing. So he was playing his little game and started cussing. I was like, ooh, no, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just stuff like that. And the fact that I can't even talk to his dad about it, and just, us brainstorm and figure out how to get through something, and Eli's dealing with a lot. Like, he's starting to miss his dad out in his life a lot. When we go to events and you see the families with, I'm sorry, I hate talking with food in my mouth. When you see the families show up for an open house and show up for the different events, you have the mom and the dad and the kids, and it's like, I'm literally like one of the only like moms there that don't have a support system. Like, there's another lady, but her mom is always there. The grandpa's always there. Like, the family is always showing up and present with them. And it's like, here I am for Eli. That's why I said it's important for me to go to the open houses and stuff, because Eli needs that from me right now. But it's like, here I am with my 2 kids, baby in the stroller and Ethan. Like, we're here, we're showing up for you. But unfortunately, it's just not enough. And so he has that where he's missing his dad and wanting that. And then with Michael leaving, thinking that we was going to have this, family was promised to him. And for things to just have went completely not, he's dealing with that, so it's just like, it's so much emotional labor and trauma happening while I have my own emotional labor and trauma. And like, I don't be knowing what to do with that sometimes. I really probably should be in therapy right now because I don't have nobody to talk to. And that's why I'm really, leaning on my YouTube family, like, just support. Like, I ain't asking y'all for no money. If y'all want to bless us, cool, fine. Links in the description box. But like, y'all know me, I don't get on here asking for nothing. Oh, no. We don't stand. No. Down now. We don't stand on the table. I love you, but you can get hurt. We're not doing that. Thank you. He winked at me. Yeah, but it's just that, like, I'm holding on to so much. And like, I don't even really talk to my mom, because my mom can be negative sometimes, and then sometimes she don't mean to be negative. She's just coming from the place of her experience, but times are different. And her thing is, she feels like, well, I had to do it, so you just suck it up and do it, which I am sucking it up and doing it, but I'm not acknowledging that it's not hard. And also, it's like, sometimes she doesn't acknowledge the fact that the way that we grew up created a lot of this depression, created a lot of these issues I have with men, that I've worked really hard. That's why I went to therapy. Before I even did that, I was in therapy when I tried to go be an ancestor. I had a bad therapist. So, it just, like, she used to talk about herself more in the session than any of my issues or helping me figure anything out. It was crazy. But yeah, it's just a lot doing this by yourself and not having a village. Everyone's like, have a village, and I try to create it. But how do you create a village? Like, I can't even leave my house. This is not like a family friendly building. And the ones here, it's like husband and wife. You know what I mean? One kid. And I don't know. And I think that might have been part of why, like, I really trusted. I really did trust Michael. I thought he was being honest with me. But in retrospect, part of adding on to that really pushed me was me wanting a better life for my kids, wanting my son to have a 2-parent household, wanting to combine incomes with someone and be able to give him a life that I didn't have. And it's just like sitting here with all of that, it just backfired. And now I'm just like, God, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Because some days I feel okay, like read my word, I pray, I push through, and I be good to get through the day. And then some days it's just like a ton of bricks. It's just, I wake up, like, I'm praying, I'm reading, I'm fasting, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm still just like in despair. Like, it's a spirit, I guess. Like, Ethan, get down. I don't want you to get hurt. Sit down in the chair, please, or I'm gonna have to take the tablet. 1, 2, sit down. Inside voice, please. Shh, you're okay. You're okay. You know, and trying to learn how to help him when he's stimming, when it's gonna hurt him. Like, it's just really hard, y'all. I just been crying so much. I'm trying my best to get through all of this. But sometimes I feel like so defeated, and I feel like, you know what? Maybe I should just go get a project. Go live in the ghetto. I'll homeschool Eli. We won't go out at night. Pray nobody shoots up our building. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just... No spitting. Sometimes I just be feeling like, because what am I... Like, I've been working... I don't want to cry. But I feel like I have been working so hard all my life. Even harder once I had my kids. I've been being a really good person. I'm not evil to people. And I just don't understand how my life is turning out like this. My choices I made, believing in people, all my kids, like, believing in the power of love, believing in myself, working hard, not afraid of hard work, working 2 jobs. I had created a business to create more income. Like, I've been doing everything I'm supposed to, and I don't understand how I'm here with nothing. And I don't say that like people have it worse. I absolutely understand that. But like, people have it worse. I get that. Like, I could be worse right now. I could have nowhere to put my head over my shoulders. Roof over our heads. I get that. And I'm grateful. Don't ever get it twisted. I am very grateful that even in all of this, that he is paying the rent so that me and my kids aren't homeless, even if it is for 6 months. Like, I'm grateful. So I've been trying to hustle to figure out, okay, how do I get through the next 6 months? I'm trying to see, how do I create an income, get a job where I don't have to, that's either enough to pay for childcare and for me to get to work and to get them to childcare. Like, how do I make this work so that I can afford the rest of the lease? So Eli, or at least so Eli can finish out school at least, and then make a plan, not having to worry about school, make a plan to live. You know what I mean? Because like I told you on the other live, even if I went back to PA, it costs money. No matter where I go, it's going to cost money. A move state to state costs money. So I'm thinking all of this is on my shoulders, on top of the emotional labor, on top of the physical, like to the point stress can make you sick. So I try not to be stressing. Like, it's just so much. And I just be praying to God for direction. Like, what do I do? God, lead me. Because I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's just weighing on me. Like, it's really, really weighing on me. And it's like everybody wants me to be this chipper, happy person, which I want to be that person. But I be feeling like sometimes it's not in me. Like, it's just not in me. Like, I feel like sometimes that I'm just kind of imposter syndrome, whatever that is, you know, like I'm not really happy when I'm happy. I'm not really hopeful when I'm hopeful. I'm not really, you know, but I am, but I'm not. Like, it's weird. Today's just a hard day for me. Like, yesterday was hard. And then I shouldn't have even like, I don't know. I just want the best for my kids. I need to eliminate some of the stress somehow, and I don't know how. I need money. I need a job. I need money. Like, my kids needs, like, this. Not getting a TANF check showed me, like, oh, we ain't gonna be able to last long because you need diapers. That's how I figured out how to roll to Walmart cash just to get diapers and wipes. You know, and thank God Michael sent me that money. But he's not always going to be like that. It's not always going to be like that. Like, right now, he feels sorry for what he did to me, I guess. Or he don't want to look bad. I don't know what his reason is. But maybe he's changing. I don't know. I can't even think about him. That's why when he sends these messages, I'm like, stop doing that. Like, you could literally set me back emotionally. As much hard work as I've done. That's why I don't speak to you. That's why I went no contact, because I know you. When you feeling lonely, oh, I'm going to reach out to Ashley because you know I'm a good person. And I know that she's still attached because it's fresh. Anybody that just got a breakup, you still have. But I'm like, he really hurt me. Like, I'm not even in a position to even entertain being a friend with somebody like that. Because the way that he hurt me, a friend wouldn't do that to nobody. So, like, I toggle between that and missing that because, like I said, he was a really good friend for years before, you know, we decided to do anything. And it's like, now it's like, get out my life. Dealing with that. It's like I can't even deal with everything I need to deal with because it's just too much. What's up? Here you go, baby. I can't hold it and eat, Bubba. But yeah, I think I've gotten out when I need to get out. I'm about to call my mom because she's been calling me. But I hope you guys are doing well. Drop me some encouragement down below if you made it this far. Drop me some resources. My email, everything is in my bio. I got links. If you want to bless us, I got a buy me a coffee link in there. My Cash App is Peculiar Royalty. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not in a position to be prideful. But not for real. I just really just want some prayers and positivity and an encouraging word. You know, that's all I really be asking for. The rest will work itself out. You know what I mean? If y'all got some leads or some ends on some work from home jobs, let a girl know. Let a girl know. But all right, family. I'm going to get off of here. It's been 20 minutes. I was 25. I'm only supposed to be talking 10. See y'all next video.
To each his own. I'm still good up in these streets. You need relevance. That sounds personal to me.